I'm trying the YouTube editor, and it's a bit dark, and I look a bit big, and I'm in my snubby, and I'm all here. Pull my ponytail up like I have it. It's falling out. Okay. Hi guys, how you doing? Um, so I just found out and realized that my Facebook is not letting me know on my phone that I'm getting messages. I didn't have any messages on like my phone from Facebook, and then I go on Facebook and I have like 12 messages, and it's driving me crazy. I don't know what's going on with the Messenger. I downloaded the Messenger. I'm seeing if the YouTube editor works better than it did prior, because before it was very shaky. So that's why I'm doing it on here. Um, but anyway, so I get messages every day. I get tons of them, and lately, the past maybe couple weeks, maybe since because I've gained a lot of new followers, and I'm so excited. I feel so blessed. But I've gotten a lot of messages asking me from people who are chronically ill, like I am, um, and suffer from anxiety and panic and depression and all that kind of thing, how I get on the camera and continue to make videos, or how I seem uh, happy, which I don't think I ever really seem happy, but I don't know. And then this morning I was talking to, oh my goodness, there's some sort of bug in here. Um, I was talking to a friend of mine, had messaged me on Facebook, and you know had mentioned that her creativity, like she just kind of left her for a minute, like we all go through. And I had told her that I actually felt the same. So I just want to talk for a few minutes, not really long, but one thing that I try to do is not to beat myself up when I am having a bad time, or going through a bad time, or ill, or the stress is high. I don't make videos, and I don't get on here um, as much as I did prior. Everything kind of changed for me in, well, my whole life, but this past year, everything kind of changed for me. I think like in March, April, when I found out about being in kidney failure. So life has just taken a turn with so many things going on, and not only with me, but with my husband, with my daughter. Like, just it seems like I thought, and I've said this before, I thought when my son passed, which will be 4 years in December, I thought when my son passed, that would be the pinnacle of everything horrible. I've had a rough life. And I don't know, maybe some people have had a wonderful, blessed life, um, where things were really easy and they didn't have to go through trauma or things in their life. But I've not had that life. Um, and there was a time when I would lay in bed all day and not get out of bed, couldn't get out of bed. Um, Now I fight myself to get out of bed. Like, I make sure that I get up in the morning. My husband makes sure I get up in the morning. Sometimes, lately I haven't been sleeping, but um, sometimes it's like if he gets me up before 9:30, I'm not a happy camper, because if I don't sleep all night and I fall asleep like around 4, I don't want to get up at 9:30. But I make myself get up and either come in on my computer or sit and go through magazines or watch TV or whatever I do. Just that I'm not in that cycle of it being easier to lay in bed, because sometimes it is. Um, but I don't know. I just have gotten to a point in my life, probably the past few years, of being okay with the fact that I can't do everything all the time. I can't make videos all the time. I can't do art all the time. I can't sometimes walk. I can't do this. I can't do that. And I quit beating myself up for it. And I think that we all have to quit beating ourselves up for it. Like I've told you guys before, I love in my group, I see people using crayons and doing their, you know what I mean, like in their art journal, or doing paintings with crayons and all that kind of stuff, because a lot of us can't afford to go out and buy certain craft supplies, or all the paint, whatever. You know what I mean? And instead of just like stopping your creativity, um, to continuing on with your Crayola crayons. My Crayola crayons are sitting right over there. I got the big 64 pack. That's what I use sometimes. Sometimes it's that's all you can manage or muster up to do. Sometimes it's just that part that you can cut that part of your brain off and just kind of sit and meditate. I use the word meditate in a different sense in this aspect of sitting down with a piece of paper and just doing your own thing, and just whether it's with crayons, markers, paints, whatever, and just kind of be in a meditative state and doing it. The point is that you're creating. So I think that it's not it's not that I it's not that I am like this fun-loving, wonderful, alright, I mean, every single day, because it's just not possible. I think anybody who's happy all the time um, might be artificially happy all the time. I don't think that everybody gets up every single day, and it doesn't mean that you have to be sick. It just means that, I mean, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or a working dad, stay-at-home dad, whatever, you have your times when, you get a little bit overwhelmed, whether the kids are fighting or they gotta sit and do homework, and you're trying to help, especially when you have several kids in school, and you're trying to help everybody with homework, and you're trying to get dinner ready, and you're trying to do this, and you're trying to do that. Everybody gets overwhelmed. Everybody gets a little down. The thing is try not to stay there. I always say to myself, look, if I'm having to be a day or two, so you stay in bed, or you stay, I kind of try to stay away from Facebook and that kind of thing, so I don't get aggravated, because sometimes I can get aggravated at people and it's not their fault, it's just me. And so I just kind of stay away until I'm past my mood, because I'm a little moody, and and then I jump back in, and I think it's okay. I don't think you should beat yourselves up about it. A lot of you have written how you feel, I don't want to say less of a person, but that you feel like, do you know what I mean? That you don't you feel like there's something wrong with you, in the sense that you can't always be on, or you can't always feel like you don't always feel like being creative or doing what you love to do. And I think that's a normal thing. I think, even like I said, for normal people who are not ill, I think we all have our days, and I think it's okay to have a day or two. Just don't live there. That's the most important thing. Losing my son was a big, I mean, I've been sick since I was 28 with chronic illness, with RA and fibro and ulcers and anxiety, and I mean, like, I can go on with all the things. And this past March or April, I found out I'm in stage 4 kidney failure. So um, it just seems like it just keeps kicking my ass. Everything just keeps coming, and sometimes I really feel like bad for myself. Do you know what I mean? Not like how you say it, like I have a pity party for myself. Like, oh, why me? Like, it's not enough I lost my son, now I'm losing my kidney. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't think that's a good. I don't like staying in that place, because I think for some of us, if we stay in that place, you get locked in that place. And you have to remember that it's okay to feel that way, but you have to you have to dig your way out, because I think otherwise it's like they say, like, you can either live life, or life's gonna live you, so to say. Like, you're either gonna go with the flow and just take what comes and do the best that you can with it, or that flow is gonna take you and you're off. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not. And I'd rather try to enjoy what I can enjoy. We were watching a documentary the other night called Happy, and they were showing, we love documentaries, so it's on Netflix, by the way, and they were showing these poor people who were living in, I don't know if it was Africa or India, I can't recall where it was. And I mean, this man, they live in this little tent that, like, when it rains, the rain blows in, and they got all these kids, and they're all sharing a bed, I mean, everything. And this man gets up in the morning, and he goes on his little bike, and he's one of them people that pull the carts that people ride on and all these things, and he's like, they're interviewing him, and he's happy, and he's nothing's getting to him, and they're eating like rice and like nothing. And I'm like, and that was the point. That's the point of the whole show, is to show that, like, you can be happy. This one lady who was a model for all kinds of years, I the basic of the story was her and her husband were coming home from, I don't know, shopping, we'll say, and she was coming up her dirt road, and here her sister was coming the other way, and I guess her and her sister were at odds, so she got out of the car to talk to her sister, and you're gonna hear my dogs in the background tap dancing. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I guess they're walking everywhere. And so she gets out of the car, she goes to talk to her sister, and her sister did not get out of the car. And I guess her and her sister were arguing and fighting, and so her sister sped off. Well, in the meantime, the lady's shirt got caught in her sister's door, and her sister drug her. And whatever happened, this poor lady ended up underneath her sister's car, and it ran over her face. So her whole face, I mean, they showed it. It was God's awful. I was like, oh my God. So, um, so they show this lady who was a model and everything, and her face is, not the same as it was, and you could tell that she had some trauma. And how long it took her to heal and all that kind of thing. And then here she's remarried and she's going on about being, happy and living life and this and that. And here she was like this famous model, and then that happened. And it's like, I don't know, it makes you like think. It makes you think like, I mean, we all have issues and we all have problems and we all have things that go on in our life sometimes that can knock you down, but it's the getting up that's the hard part. And I think it's the getting up that makes us more, the more you get up, the easier it is to get up when you have those down times. Does that make sense? I don't know. In my head it does. I don't know. And art's a big thing for me. Art. I love doing art. I love reading. I love drawing, and all that kind of stuff. I love making jewelry, doing clay, all that kind of thing. But sometimes I just lose my get up and go when it comes to it. I don't know. And that'll be a couple days, and then I'll be craving it and want to go back to it. But you have to learn that that's okay. That you have to learn that this is life, and that life can sometimes suck, and it's okay for it to suck, and it's okay for you to, I don't know, have hard times or not be into everything that you love for a day or so or for a period of time, as long as you get back up. Because you don't want to get to the end of your life, whenever that may be, and think, gee, I wish I could have. Do you know what I mean? So I've been, for the past few months, cutting people out of my life that not necessarily are bad people, but just don't serve a purpose for me. And I don't mean that in a mean, using way. I just mean that people who bring me down, or people who bring, not that they're negative, but like bring more conflict to me than good. That sounds really bad, because it's not that they're bad people. It's just people that just, I don't know, maybe I've had issues with in the past, or I see the same pattern going over and over with them. I've kind of had to like cut a lot of people out of my life, because I just can't deal with it. And what happens is then I get myself so like that, you know what I mean? And then to these people, they're just living their life. They don't realize that it's affecting me in that way. And then I get mad, and then it just starts. And I know some people, get upset with the fact that I'm like, look, I just got to back off. I got to back off right now. I just can't handle things. I can't handle their energy right now for me. It's not a mean thing. It's not that they're bad people. It's just for me right now, with everything I got going on in my life, I have to cut drama, and I have to cut aggravation and all that kind of stuff. And I've learned that with my family as well. Not my husband and my daughter, but with other parts of my family, I've learned that I have to, there's like limits, and I can't let people cross those limits with me, because I just can't handle it. I can't handle it. It throws me into a flare-up. It throws me into depression. It throws me into different things, and I bitch about it, and then I kind of move on. So that's kind of how I do it. I think that I've seen so many people who I've met through my YouTube or on Facebook or whatever, start doing videos. And I love seeing people do videos because it means that they have enough courage to do videos and to get on there and put themselves out there. And that makes me so happy. I don't look at it as competition or as, I don't know, I don't get pissy about it. Normally, I just think that, we all have a part in us. We all have something to shine, and I might inspire people. Somebody else might inspire people. Some people don't dig me. Some people don't like me talking. Some people don't like my art. Some people, whatever. Then I'm like, move on. But there's somebody out there, and maybe somebody else who's making videos now, they'll like them. You know what I mean? So, you can't let people's opinions of you or, and we are so hard on ourselves. We're so hard on ourselves. I'm hard on myself too. And we just gotta stop. We just gotta stop. And that's men and women. I think women are a little harder on themselves, and I think women are harder on other women. Um, but I don't quite understand why. I think we should just all support each other. I don't know. I think we'd get a lot further if we supported each other. Um, so that's basically, like I said, I just wanted to kind of reply to all these messages that I've been getting, and I've been getting them for a while, and I just thought I'm just going to make a really quick video over the fact of, you know what, I don't have it all together. I am far from all together. People who know me and know me well know I don't have it all together. I just enjoy what I do. I enjoy showing people things and teaching, and I love doing giveaways. It's like my favorite thing in the world to do, doing giveaways. I don't know why. Um, and like I said, I want to do more of the giveaways, and I can do smaller ones where like a lot more people can win, and I just love it. I love it. I love it. I just love giving back. I don't know. I don't know why, but I do, and I love seeing people happy when they win, and I love. Uh, Doing random acts of kindness, which I have boxes sitting here I have to send out. I just haven't had the chance. I just got some things mailed out that had to be mailed out. But life has just taken over like it does. So anyway, I'm not going to continue on. I just want everybody to know that, you know what, we're all here on this earth, and try to make it the best that you can, and don't beat yourself up. Because at the end of the day, you're the only one who's hurting yourself. Believe me, I've learned. You know, I've had a lot of traumatic things happen in my life, a lot of things that my son's death will be with me for the rest of my life. Half my heart is dead, no lie. I mourn him still every day. I miss him every time my phone goes off, every time I text. That brief second, oh, is he at work? You know what I mean? I have a beautiful daughter who uh, I'm so blessed to have, and you know what I mean? So everybody goes through bad things, and I have my health that's not doing good, and my husband's going through some stuff, and what are you gonna do? It's life, you know. I've not talked to a couple people who I've made contact with on the phone who uh, we would talk probably weekly on the phone, and like I said, my life has taken over, and I just either don't have the energy, or I'm so busy, or whatever, and I miss them dearly. I do. And y'all know who you are. So, my goal for the fall is to try to get through everything, and try to get back my normalcy of what that is. So don't beat yourself up. Especially us who are chronically ill or disabled or whatever. Don't ever beat yourself up. We can't help the cards that are dealt to us, but it's how you play them. And it's okay to have a bad day or two, as long as you get back up and do something small of what you love, whether it's mixed media, painting, watercolor. I see so many people, I know it's from watching The Frugal Crafter, because I don't do watercolor like that, in my group, trying watercolor and doing watercolor, and they're beautiful, and people doing um, all kinds of different art, like, I mean, knitting and jewelry and digital, oh god, it's all over the place, what people are doing, and it's so beautiful, and it's so inspiring for me to see, and I just want to thank you guys, because believe it or not, as many emails as I get and messages from people of how much I've touched them, or moved them, or helped them get through something, or helped them get over a hump of creativity, or whatever, you guys daily help me. So I just want to thank you guys very, very much. And that's pretty much it. So I'm not going to keep babbling on because my thought process is totally out of it. By the way, I'm getting off a lot of medicine right now. I'm trying to cut back a lot of my medicine because of my kidneys. I'm not eating anything, do you mind? My dog? Say hello. Say hello, you stinky dog. There's nothing up here. There is nothing up here, sweetie. I swear. Poor thing's blind in one eye. His little heart's gonna mom it. Say hello. Look. Look. Say hello. What was I saying? I was gonna say something. But I am so inspired by your videos and all that kind of thing. And like I said, I love my group. It is, I have the best people in that group. It is just fantastic, and it continues to grow. And God, I have another video I have to do because I have to answer some questions because for some reason YouTube's not letting me comment on anything. So I don't know. I don't know what I was going on a tangent probably because that's how I talk. But I want to thank you guys. You guys inspire me so very much. A lot of YouTubers that I watch, you know, I'm into makeup and I get the makeup boxes and I mean, I just love it, and I love watching everybody's videos, and I love watching people who are new and weren't making videos before who are now making them. I think it's wonderful. So proud of everybody, and like I said, y'all encourage me so much and keep me going because there's days that I don't want to, and I do. I get up and I see, oh my goodness, all these messages and this and that, or people commenting on my YouTube's videos and all that kind of stuff, and it keeps me going, and watching others' videos and all that kind of thing. So it keeps me going. So I just want to thank you guys and let you know that if I don't comment back quickly enough, or Google and YouTube are so screwed up right now. The same with Facebook. I don't know what is going on. I can't comment back on anything. So I'm going to try to do a video where I answer some. I got a bunch of questions I have to answer. But anyway, so that's it. So as always, be kind to each other because you never know what battle somebody else is fighting, and don't be kind to yourself too because it's just not, you know, we're here to live this life and to live it the best that we can with the circumstances we're given. I don't know why things happen to me. I don't know why things happen to you. I don't know why things happen to people. I try to figure it out. I don't know. But all we can do is go with the flow and just, you know, give that up and just go with it. And that's my advice to all of you. Everybody who messaged me and asked me the questions on how to, you know, how do I do it and everything like that. I'm no different than you. I just get up and do what I can do, and that's all you can do. So I'm sending you all love. And that's pretty much it. I hope it helps you. I know I'm babbling. I always babble. And I'll talk to you guys later. Of course, any questions, you guys know you can message me, leave it down in the comments, and I'll see you in another video. I will probably answer questions while I do a page or something. I don't know. I feel like drawing creepy stuff, so I saw my friend Angie. My dog's choking now. I saw my friend Angie did a creepy page, so she got me all creeped out. I want to do creepy. So I will see you guys later. I don't know what this YouTube video is going to be like because I'm taping it through YouTube. I don't know. My dog's gagging. I'm going to go. Alright guys, I'll see you later.